Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the Lottery Club. Okay, so this one's going to be a prediction for September 15th, and what I'm going to do differently this time is I'm going to explain how the results are there, but you guys are the ones that need to find it. All I can do is offer up my opinion, but sometimes my opinion would go the wrong way, the other way, and I'll explain how those results are there, but you guys are the ones that needs to kind of find it. All right, so that's why the more we have playing this, the better chance somebody will win. All right, and better chance someone will actually win the jackpot. All right, because we're all inspired, and we're all inspired to to be in that yacht or that mansion, or maybe just an easier way to live. But it is inspiration why I do this, and it's inspiration that you guys hopefully will find a hope that this can be found, right? So anyway, so let's go and move forward, and let's see what we can do with this, right? So let's go to the result for September 11th, 2021, and you will notice that I chose the on the top right hand corner the 22 and 24. Now there were three results here, and these were the actual results for the September 8th game, I believe. The 7th, I believe it was the September 8th game. Where we had 11, 12, 16, 17, 22, 24. And this is part of the reason why things were a little bit screwed up. All right, so if I stuck with 11, 12, and 16, 17, understanding that it's either going to repeat those numbers or it would either go left or right, probably would have hit it. But unfortunately, I chose 22, 24 instead of 11, 12, and 16, 17. And this is why I need you guys to obviously look at those numbers instead of going by my opinion, right? All right, so let's have a look at the 11, 12, and 16, 17, and the result for the September 11th game is 12, 16, and 18. As you can tell, 12 repeated, 16 repeated, and 18 was off by one. Okay, so if you noticed that on the bottom left, I have a line of numbers there: 12, 16, and 18. All right, so there was a line of numbers that confirmed those, and let's go ahead and take that out. All right. Okay, so the next part, and this was a big deal. This was a pretty huge deal here, because there were three missed on the 39 through 3, which matched the single miss for the long line of numbers. And you will notice that I had marked in red 41, 43, and 1. Now, what I did in this game is I chose 1, figuring that would be where the target would hit. Instead, it was 41 that hit. All right, so unfortunately in this case, again, by my opinion, I thought it was going to be 1, and it wasn't. It was 41, and as you can tell, the answer is there. I mean, it's right in front of you, but again, it's where I need you guys to kind of look at this differently from me. I could be right, and I could also be wrong. But at least the results are there, and it will help you guys out as far as guidance for the next game. All right, so let's go ahead and let's remove this, and let's go to the targets. Right, so the targets, in this case, is that 30, 32, and 34. So. Again, I was too focused on the number 41, and unfortunately, I was focusing on the right hand, target, and instead, it was the left target where, there we go, 32 was hit. So it did hit the target. It did hit the bullseye. But unfortunately I chose the wrong target, which is 1 out of 2. I mean, really 50-50 chance, and I ended up choosing the wrong one. But it's there. So that's again where I need you guys to kind of have a look at this and again come up with your own opinion with this and see if you could obviously get some money out of this. If not, again, all of it. All right, so 32 did hit. It did hit the bullseye, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and remove that and clean things up. All right. Now, what if you notice, we have again another missing line, 5 through 10. That's a long line of numbers there, and you've got 2 lines of 3 missed numbers. All right. And if we were to just kind of have, kind of compare the two, kind of like compare, what matches, you'll notice that 6, 8, and 10 all match, right? So there's again a good probability, and again, guys, it could be 2, 4, it could be 5, 7, but I'm only going to go by, what is painfully obvious, right? Which is 6, 8, or 10. All right. Now, one of the things that I always need you guys to have a look at is the past games, right? And this is something that I've showed you in the past, where there, for each game that is played, it's not that much of a change, right? So, if you were to compare the date of 8/18, 8 repeated, 15 was close to 14. 28 and 30 was close to 29, and then you look at the next line after that, and then the next line after that. It's always a gradual change. It's never a drastic change, or very rarely, I should say, it's a drastic change. So always look at the last game before you go ahead and start looking at the results that that I've come up with. Right, so it will help you out that much more. All right, so let's go ahead, and what we'll do is we'll have a look at one of the first things here, which is really, really important, which is the long line of numbers. All right, one thing you'll notice with the long line of numbers is that these numbers generally hit on the outer edge. And the reason why is because it starts off as something that is cold, and then it gradually turns into hot, right? So this kind of long line of numbers is cold for the longest time, and then it changes, right? We'll go through that a little bit more later, but that's why most of the time it hits the outer edge, right? So again, something for you guys to focus. And let's go ahead, and what we'll do is we'll look at past history, right? So let's have a look at the first result for July 28, 2021. And there you have a long line from 1 through 6, right? And where did it hit? There you go. Okay, so it's 1, 2, and 5, and you'll notice that 1 is right on the edge, right? Let's go to July 31st, and there we have a result of 5 through 10, and what hits? There you go, 9 and 10, and 10 is on the outside edge. And again, it's just gradually coming in from cold to hot, right? All right, so let's go to the next result. This is for August 4th, and we got 2 lines of numbers, which is 40 through 1 and 42 through 3, and you'll notice, beg your pardon, 5 through 10, and you'll notice that 42's on the outside edge and 10's on the outside edge, and because there was a comparison, you could actually do a comparison between the 40 through 1 and the 42 through 3. It's either going to be like a maybe possibly a 1 or a 42, right? And of course, look at 5 through 10. 10 hits, right? All right, so let's go to now August 7th. We got 3 results here, 40 through 1 again, 2 through 7, 9 through 14, and let's have a look for the results. There you go. All right, so on the top line, you got 1. On the second line, 2 and 7. All right, so there's 2 of them, and look at this, guys. 2 through 14. 9 through 14. All right, 9 through 14 did not hit. Right, and this is something that you carry on to the next game. And the more it hits, the more it actually would become like almost like a hot line of numbers, and I'll use that as an example a little bit later. But for right now, we're going to save it for the next game, right? Okay, so this is for the August 11th, 2021, and we have a result of 42 through 3 and 42 hits. And again, look guys, 9 through 14 missed. All right, so that's the second time it missed. Okay, third line. All right, should I say the August 14th date? And this time 9 through 14 has missed twice, and we got two different results here: 44 through 5, 2 through 7. And look at this, guys, it's 4. Okay, now 4 did not hit on the outside edge, but if you notice, most of the time it does. All right, so this is one of these cases that again, it's not 100%, but you got to go by what it comes, how it comes up most of the time. All right, so 4 did hit in this case, and so we'll take that out, and you'll notice 9 through 14 missed. 9 through 14 missed again. All right. Now in this case, during this game, I thought, oh, look at this, right? So 8 through 13, which now you could actually do a comparison between 8 through 13 and 9 through 14. That was very, very close, and I thought, well, we got a chance, right? We got a chance. Maybe a 13 would hit, maybe a 9 would hit. But this particular game, guys, is I ended up actually choosing 8. Just figuring maybe this long line of numbers is just very, very cold and will remain cold. So understanding that numbers generally come out, or should I say turn up at the on the outside edge, guess what happened? 8 came up, right? So this was actually an easy one for me, and thank goodness it came out this way, right? So you'll notice again now 9 through 14 missed, this time 4 times. All right, this is kind of like almost like unheard of. Very rarely do you see it miss more than twice. In this case, it's 4 times. All right. Okay, next line of numbers, 32 through 37. Will the 4 times missed 9 through 14 hit this time? Yes, it does. And look at that, 14 on the outside edge. This time there's 11 and 14. Now what that does automatically here is it turns the 9 through 14 into a hot section. All right, if you notice, 32 through 37 missed. All right, so let's go to now August 25th. No result, guys, no result. However, the one time missed, look at that, 34 hit. All right. Okay, so let's go to the August 28th game, and again, no result. So we'll go to the very next one, which is September 1st, and there you go, 40 through 1. 40 through 1, and how does it hit? It missed. Oh boy. All right, so this missed, and again, this is this game where I chose the number 1, and I also chose number 42. All right, so it's either going to be 42 or 1, and what hit? There you go, 44. Oh, I beg your pardon. No, this game here is the one that I did get. Believe it or not, I did get this one, 44. In fact, I got 3 numbers. I won money on this one. That was a game that was a little bit later. Okay, September 8th, we got 3 lines, 6 through 11, 40 through 1, 14 through 19. And you'll notice that 11 hit, 16, 17 hit, and 40 through 1 missed. Now the one thing about this, guys, is this is the weird one. This is the one that it was 11, 12, 16, 17, and 24, 26. All right. So this kind of made things go all over the place, right? All right. So I think 11 and 17 already came up. It came up twice, and then it was right next to each other. It was just so odd. All right, so September 8th, we're going to keep the 40 through 1, and we got a new result, 5 through 10. 40 through 1 is missed once, and let's have a look at the result, 41. There it was, 41. This is the one that I actually chose, number 1. And 5 through 10 missed, all right? So this is where, again, you're going to be looking at that 5 through 10, and you save it. This is the prediction for September 15th, right? So 5 through 10, so as you can tell from the kind of like the history, Most of the time, I think only once did it miss more than twice. So the probability of 5 through 10 hitting this next game is pretty high. And if you to do a comparison with that 3 times missed with the 6, 8, and 10, I would say it's reasonably. There's a reasonable chance that one of these 3 numbers will hit 6, 8, or 10. All right, so let me go ahead, and what I'll do is I'll show you how as these kind of numbers go around. You'll notice that it goes from these kind of cold sections, and then it goes to a hot section. And I'm going to use this as an example for a game in the past, and let's just and I'll just use some examples right here. This is 5 through 10, 10 hit, and then again another one, 5 through 10, 10 hit. 6 through 11, 11 hit, but the 9 through 14 is the one that missed 4 times. All right, which started from August 7th, and so we kind of notice where it did hit. It hit with the 11-14 for August 21st, and watch this, guys. Watch this. Okay, there you go. August 25th, 11 and 14 hit again. August 28th, 2021. Look at that, number 12. This is all on that one line, guys. Watch this. All right. September 1st, 2021. All right. And it hit again with 9 and 13. September 4th, 2021. 11 hit. All right. September 8th, 2021. 11 and 12. Look at this. It's just absolutely incredible. Because it missed 4 times, it keeps repeating, these lines of numbers. And what happened as far as the past 2 games that I played, I really thought the 9 through 14 will eventually kind of like disappear, because it shouldn't come up more than twice. But here it is, guys. It keeps repeating itself. So the question now comes for the September 15th game: is it going to do it again? Is it going to hit that 9 through 14, or is it exhausted this particular line of numbers? I don't know. And again, this is something that you guys have got to choose, right? This is something you're going to just have to either use one of these numbers or not at all. It's entirely up to you, all right? Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll look at that 5 through 10. And the 2 missed lines, again, these are numbers that are going to be hot, and something for you guys to obviously kind of play around with a little bit here. And I don't see this, kind of shared with that 9 through 14. Yeah, actually I do. I see 9 and 10 there. So there's a possibility of that 9 or 10 if it does hit this long line of numbers. However, we do have 5 through 10, so there is a possibility, believe it or not, for this line of numbers to be hit again. All right. So build-ups. All right. What is a build-up? A build-up is basically think of it like building up a brick wall. All right. Now, again, it doesn't happen 100% of the time, but it happens most of the time, just like the long line of numbers. It did hit the outside edge most of the time, right? So again, this is something that generally happens where it does repeat, and it does hit, and it's up to you guys, how you want to kind of select it, right? All right, so let's go ahead. We'll look at the July 28, 2021, 1920, 38, 39. It should build up from there. Let's have a look. Yep, it does. 37, all right, with a 38, 39. Okay, let's go to the next result. July 31st, 1920, 37, 38. Let's have a look. No, this one missed, all right? So you got at least one that built up and one that missed, all right? So let's have a look at the very next one, August 4th, 1920, 37, 38. I build up 37 and 38 with 39. All right, let's go to the very next one. This is August 7th, 2021, 1920, and 33, 34. 18. Incredible, right? All right, so as you can tell, most of the time it does hit. All right, it does hit, and it does want to build these two numbers up, right? All right, so let's go to the August 11th, 2021. And again, let's have a look at the result. There you go, all right, 2930 with 31, and 24 did hit on the other line, but it didn't build it up. All right, let's go to August 14th, 2021. Look at that, guys, 26, all right? So again, most of the time it does hit. All right, this one is for August 18th, no result for this one, and also no result for August 21st. Okay, so let's go to the very next one, August 25th, 2021. We got 4, 5, 14, 15. Let's see where it hits. No, it doesn't. It doesn't build up, but it does hit both 14 and 15. It's going to be interesting. All right, so let's go to the August 28, 2021. If you notice, it's the same four numbers, 14, 15, 4, 5. I wonder if that 14, 15 is going to hit. Let's have a look. No, it doesn't. All right, it goes to the number 6 on the 4, 5. So 4 apparently hit, and 6 is the buildup. All right. Okay, let's go to September 1st, 2021. No result with this one. And we do have results for September 4th, 2021. Let's have a look. 12, 13, 18, 19. Where does it hit? 2 of them. And this one, believe it or not, this game I did win. And for the September 4th game, all 6 numbers came up. All 6 numbers came up, right? So that was one of those good ones, right? Okay, let's go to now September 8th, 2021. I believe this is the weird one. This is the one that we had 11, 12, 16, 17, 22, and 24. And look at that. For the first time, it missed both. It missed both groups, all right? All right, so let's go to September 11th. And there you go again, all right? And again, it's just when you get something really strange like that, it just, for some reason, it just kind of screws things up a little bit. However, the question then becomes, for September 15th with 11, 12, 37, and 38, the question is this going to hit? All right, is it going to miss 3 times in a row? I'm going to say doubtful. It's either going to be a 10 or a 13, a 36 or a 39. And if you notice on the top right-hand corner, there's your 10. There's your 10, all right? You also will notice on the 2 missed, there's your 36, all right? So I'm going to have to say there is a good possibility either 10 or 36 or both will hit, all right? Again, entirely up to you guys. And every line on that right-hand side has either a 50% or higher. 50% or higher probability of hitting. The more it misses, the higher the probability, right? So when you get something like 2 times or 3 times, particularly 3 times, very doubtful it's going to miss. Very doubtful. But again, I've been wrong in the past. It might miss. It might not be 10. It might be 4. It might do something kind of a little bit weird. But for right now, again, it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys how you want to play this game, all right? Okay, now let's go to target shooting. How you doing, Mrs. Jones? All right, she's going to be showing you how well she can hit the targets, all right? So let's have a look at some of the results for the past games, starting with July 27th, 2021. All right, we have 3 targets in this case. I beg your pardon, 2 targets in this case, and here are the numbers. Now remember, Mrs. Jones is looking at 24 and 39. All right, she's trying to see if she can hit a bullseye. Let's see how many times she can. All right, let's have a look at the first one. Oh, there you go. She hits number 37 and 38. Again, she's trying her best to try to get to that 39, and the other target she doesn't hit. All right, here we go. We got 3 targets for July 31st. Let's see how she does. Okay, we got 9. Ooh, there you go. There's your first target, guys. The first bullseye. All right. Oh, look at that 24 second bullseye. And 25. Third target missed. All right, so again, we got our bullseye. Let's go to the next one. All right, this is for August 4th, 2021. We got 2 targets here. And she's got 33. And another target, okay? Another bullseye. So again, look how many times she hits the bullseye, all right? Let's go to August 7th, 2021. And another bullseye. Look at that. I just like, this is incredible. And she also hits number 7, all right? So most of the time she does hit the bullseye, all right? Okay, let's go to this time August 11th, 2021. Oh yeah, great. It's number 31. Another bullseye, guys, at number 42. All right, and she hits 20. All right, so 3 times she hits all 3 targets this time. One with a bullseye. All right, this time we'll go to August 14th, 2021. Okay, another bullseye, guys, another bullseye. All right, and she hits 26. And another bullseye. Look at that. She hits 24. Again, 2 bullseye. All right. Boy, she must be a real good shooter here, right? Okay, let's go to now August 18th, 2021. All right, another bullseye at 15. Wow. And we got one at 30. And so again, you got to count how many times she hits a bullseye here, right? Okay, now we've got 2 targets on August 21st, 2021. Okay, she hits number 14. No bullseye in this one, no bullseye. Okay, now let's go to August 25th, 2021. Another bullseye. All right, so she was able to hit number 11. There you go. She hits number 34. So we got another bullseye. That's, again, fantastic, right? Okay, we got target shooting for August 28, 2021. Okay, she was able to hit number 12, and she was able to hit number 43. All right, August 28, 2021. All right, this is for September 1st, 2021. Let's have a look. Okay, she hits 19. She hits 32, and guess what, guys? No bullseye with this one. No bullseye. All right, so she's not hitting her targets. She must be out of practice. All right, this is for September 4th, 2021. All right, she hits number 28. She hits number 37. Pretty good. Oh, and she hits number 38. And look at that, guys. 4 times. All right, now this is the one again where I was able to get all 6 numbers predicted. And it will happen. It will happen more often than you think. All right. So this is why I need you guys to continually look at these results and come up with your own version of what you think will come up. All right. All right. Let's go to now September 8th, 2021. And this is the weird one, guys. This is the one that hit. Let's see, 11, 12, 16, 17, 22, 22 and 24. Okay, and again, if you notice, she's hit the bullseye every time. She's hit the target every time, and this is the first time she missed the target. So again, it was really kind of like a strange occurrence here, right? Okay, so it's got to be the weirdest combination of numbers, but you know what? That's expected. All right, so now let's have a look at September 11th, 2021. And look at that, guys. She went right back to bullseye again, right? Right back to bullseye. So now that will bring us to this game, September 15th on Wednesday. You will notice, again, we have 3 results here. 30 through 34, 42 through 2, and 39 through 43. And you'll notice one big thing here, guys. 42 and 43, they match each other. They do. They're there, right? The other kind of like 2 results here for the build-up is 11, 12, and 37, 38. So I'll be looking at all these numbers because I really do think the answer's here, right? You just gotta kind of look at it and decide what you think will come up. Pay attention to everything on that right hand on that right hand side, and just kind of like make your choice, right? Okay, so don't forget, when you got that build up, it will be left and right, or it will either hit it or it'll be left or right. And also if you kind of like look at the target, you'll notice that 38 and 39 are next to each other. So you got actually a good probability of 39 hitting, right? So we got 10, we have 39, we have 42 with 43. I mean, there's, again, this is my opinion. It's probably not what's going to happen, but I'll be looking closely at that. It could be a 1. I mean, who knows, right? I might even choose a 1 actually in the next game. But look at these numbers very, very closely, guys. Right? Okay, so okay, this is the 4 again. You know, the 3, 5, 7, 9, 36 through 42, 42 through 6, and 4 through 10. These are the results for this coming game. Again, look at these just as seriously as the rest of them, but definitely focus on the missed long line of numbers. The 3 missed, the 3 targets this time. I think she's got to hit it. It just can't continually miss. And the build up, I think we missed that 2 in a row. It's time to hit again. All right, so this is one of these cases that we have a decent chance that a lot of these numbers are going to come up. So definitely I would play something here for sure. All right, guys. Have a look at these. And again, very, very importantly, do not play a whole bunch of these tickets. Keep it at either $5 or $10 if you could afford it. Because a lot of people probably look at this and think, I could play 20 or 30 tickets, right? No, just again, just be careful. Be smart in the way that you bet, and just kind of look at this closely, and at least you got some sort of guide, to play for the next game. All right, guys, good luck with this one. I hope someone wins it. I really do. I'll hear from you after the result for September 15th. Have a good night. Oh, and by the way, as usual, do not forget, press the subscribe button. All right, good night, guys.